Hey everybody, welcome back to Boomerangs by Vic. This is my son's old bedroom that I painted for him several years ago before he moved out. And I turned it into a small music room. And what I'm going to be showing you today is how to install the cloud ceiling. So before I even get started, I want to remove the light and fan. And I'm going to put something else up there eventually for my main light, but it's just too big and too gaudy. I never used the fan. This room's always cool. So to do the project, I have the lights already. This is what I'm using. I'm going to put a link down in the description. And this is the fill that I'm going to be using for the ceiling. And I'm thinking that 20 pounds is going to be enough to do this entire ceiling. So we'll be back in just a moment after I remove the light, and then I'm going to install the other LEDs. I am back, and I have the lights completely installed. And let me tell you a little bit about that experience. It went pretty good. So I was not worried too much about my ceiling. I have a floating ceiling, as you can see. You can lift the tiles. But once you put the lights on, you're not going to be able to use or lift these tiles anymore to do any work underneath them. But this ceiling needed to be replaced anyway. It had a lot of holes, a lot of scratches. So I did not do the putting paper up first and applying the tape LEDs on. I just went ahead and peeled off the sticky backing and laid them up in the way that I thought they'd work best. So the lights I got, there was duals, and they're each a certain length. I'll put that in the description, how long they are and which one you're going to need for this size room. This room is 13 feet by 10 feet. So what I did is, because they're duals, you've got two wires up here, as you can see, and then they split off into two different directions. So if I come up here and show you from this angle, you can see exactly what I did. And I went down the ceiling in both directions. I went down this side, and you can see I came back across, and I zigzagged back all the way till it stopped. And then the other light, which is this one, that one you can see went down through, and I did the same thing, and zigzag, zigzag, come back over. I came over into this corner and then came out, and that's where it totally ended. So let me back off a little bit so you can see a better idea of how it looks. I'll come down here. I think that shows it pretty good. So you want to basically fill as much of the ceiling as you can. And I wanted to do the zigzag effect, so if I'm doing like lightning or having the lights travel through, it'll actually look like lightning under the clouds. A lot of people, they put their lights up, they might start in the middle of the ceiling and then start doing a circle outwards until you hit the outside edge, just to kind of get things filled up. So it's totally up to you. It depends on the design you're looking for. So watch other videos and get a better idea of what you're looking for before you start. Now, I also have where my light used to be with the fan. I told you I was going to remove that. And eventually I'm going to put, I think, a globe there. Maybe you make it look like a planet or the sun or the moon. I'm not 100% sure yet what I'm going to do right there. Okay, so here's my fill. This is going to be the next part of the project. That's my 20-pound box. Looks pretty beat up. I don't know if it must have busted at the factory, but they've reinforced it. And we're going to start putting that up, and I'm going to use a glue gun. So I'm going to put a little bit up, and then after I do a little bit, I'll come back and show you exactly how I'm doing it. Here's where I am so far. You can see it's not going too awful shabby. Definitely looks like clouds. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I went about doing this.
Okay, so now I've got my camera on a tripod here. So you're going to grab a pretty good thick amount like this, okay? You're going to hit your glue gun in a few different spots. I'll do it right now. I've got probably the world's oldest glue gun here. This thing is ridiculously small. I'd like the one with the thicker glue sticks, but I don't have that right on hand. Okay, then you're going to tuck it in and push it in close to the pieces that are right next to it, and then just hold it up there for a few seconds. And like I said, make sure that you push in so you don't end up with any gaps. Hold that for, I'd say about that long, and just let go. And that's it. You're going to keep continuing that process all the way across your room. Okay?
Okay,
We'll be
the
back when it's
project is finished. My shoulders are killing me, but it was well worth it. I did end up needing to get more fill, so I went down to the local store and I bought 2 small bags of polyfill, and it was just enough to finish this corner over here. But as you can see, it came out pretty cool. I'm gonna try to show you as much as I can here. It looks pretty even. You don't really see lines of where it is. So if you don't want to really be able to tell where the lights are underneath, you need to put it on somewhat thick. If you put it too thin, it's not going to look like clouds. But yeah, I love the way it came out. So let me change the colors a little bit for you here, so you get an idea. I'm not going to do anything fancy. This is just some different colors that you can pick through with these lights. And you can also go online with these same lights. Like I said, I'll put everything in the description where you can buy them. All the different colors. There's different modes, different scenes you can go through, but that's done through the phone settings. But yeah, that's about it, everybody. I want to say it took me approximately, let's say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, probably 12 to 13 hours just to put up this fill. The lights themselves took me approximately, I don't know, maybe 3 hours, maybe 2.5, 3 hours to do. And if you do put it on, if you do put on big thick pieces, the process will go quicker. If you put on little pieces, obviously it's going to take you a lot longer and you're going to use a lot more glue. But doing it this way here with bigger pieces, it went a lot faster, I think. So I hope everybody enjoys it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comments. And that's about it. Thanks for stopping by.